Well, hello everyone, and today we're going to talk about the fact that he has dislike bombed my channel so much that I went and hired a private investigator for $1,000 because I can. He found messages from Bayo actually admitting that the video is fake himself, so I don't even have to do that much digging anymore. He found messages admitting that he actually did stream porn VC. He found messages confirming that it actually happened to Flame, which again, Flame's 13. And on top of that, I quit using Discord because I got tired of getting stalked. And keep in mind that he has heavily edited things on multiple occasions in the past, admitted to deleting evidence, and various other atrocities. So if he makes another video about me, it's probably just going to be full of random bullshit that actually didn't even happen.
Your name's B.O., which kinda rhymes with queso. I feel like that's a future prediction with your name though.
Now, with everything that I've stated, I don't want to put any more actual effort into these edits, so I'm just going to tack my last video onto this so you guys can see the entire deep dive. Beowulf had accused me of inviting a person that had messaged underage individuals on Snapchat into the server, even though he had never actually joined the server and I was not condoning him joining back. He then started making tons of alt accounts and sending me these really hateful messages that were disturbing and extremely discriminative. He then started gathering other YouTubers to actually harass me on the internet and help him stalk me, and if you don't believe that he was stalking me, I'm about to present the evidence of that. I tried to make YouTube channel after YouTube channel after YouTube channel, and he was literally using my emails to find my account, even though that's highly illegal, and he wouldn't actually stop. He's been using many YouTubers to bait his videos and make up fake stories about abusing my spouse, and even right here quoting that I was apparently even though I wasn't. So it is not even legal to be talking about these things, and they've been fabricating evidence since day one. My wife actually spoke out on his video about this next part because she got tired of him actually lying about our relationship also. But because of all of the things he decided to do to me, I actually opened my own investigation and I found mod logs. My mod logs were actually dating back to the day that he accidentally streamed porn to Flame in VC. It doesn't matter if it was an accident or not, or supposedly he said it was an accident. It is a serious offense and can get him put on a registry. Another detail is Flame is 13 years old, which is why the situation is so severe. It also makes me unsafe that he tried to contact one of my real-life friends and bribe them with $50 to give him personal information about where I live, my life, and who I'm with. But that is a major issue, that is a privacy violation, and that is doxing. And I will show you the audio clip from that one.
I'll give you $15 smackaroo after you talk to him.
Oh yeah, and this is Donkey, the guy who actually tried to assist Bayo in getting information from me. The only thing that really puzzles me is the fact that Bayo was he was just a complete asshole to Donkey before this whole thing started. Oh, and that Cora account right there is actually another one of Bayo's alts that he tried to contact my friend with. He had actually been caught making alt accounts dating way farther back than all of this drama that unfolded. He had also, on multiple occasions, said he does not send disturbing media or sexual media to other people on Discord, but as you can see right here, that had happened on multiple occasions. He used to be a really good friend of mine until I found out how two-faced he really was, and one of the other issues I was having is he kept going into my server and taking screenshots of my members list and trying to even DM those people, even though that's also illegal. He was also using a multitude of users to actually harass me and stalk me on the internet, and even stole my friend Flame's account, and I'm not even sure if he really stole the account at this point or he was just being manipulated by Bayo to send those screenshots. He on multiple occasions claimed his channel was family friendly, and he does run a Discord server full of children. As you can see in this video on the left, he was constantly doing upskirts of the anime girls that were depicted in said game. I do not find the game appropriate for YouTube, and damn sure not for a kids channel or a kids Discord server. He also had a screenshot of literal porn in one of his videos on said family friendly channel in quotations. As depicted here, he does have screenshots of cartoon characters from adult materials throughout the entirety of the video. It also makes me extremely concerned that he even has contact with children, and he's also using children to bait his video. This right here is Flame, and he's also subscribed to my channel and has been helping Bayo with disliking my videos. I do not hold it against him because he's obviously being manipulated. And Flame, if you're seeing this video, I'm really sorry about your stepmom, and I didn't know. I'm sorry. I usually average out at way more views, but because he's been spam disliking all of my channels and cyber stalking and harassing me across the internet, I can't even get off the ground again. So it's not that I actually ruined my career, it's that he mass reported me and jacked up all of my channel analytics. His entire video is also screenshots from my own Twitter thread, and I kept the screenshots of all the Twitter posts that he removed from his Twitter before he actually hid it, because he realized it was a bad idea to make up things about me and claim that I was fabricating evidence, even though I've been showing you guys everything. He also even tried to mass report my Twitter to get all of the evidence to disappear, even though I compiled all of it in my computer just in case that ever did happen. I even on multiple occasions tried to get investigations opened up on him, but I actually didn't have the thousands and thousands of dollars to pay for it, which is kind of weird. I mean, like, why would you have to pay to have someone else arrested for cyberstalking, harassing, and doing all of these other crazy things to you on the internet? Even right here, I had actually caught Donkey talking about literal drugs in front of children in a YouTube server called the YouTube Creator Cafe. He tried to actually say, oh, it was a Breaking Bad reference, but that doesn't really matter. You don't need to be talking about drugs in front of minors on a server that is full of children. He even tried to get someone to comment on my Twitter thread and say that the account that had joined my server and shared his videos was not his, so he was trying to compromise my evidence that I had against them, even though they said I was the one that was forging. All of my artwork is available on my Patreon, which is why it is highly illegal that they even used my face, or I guess my character, on their video, even though it's copyrighted under law. Here's a screenshot of them actually trying to suppress all of my videos to keep the information not from getting out there, and I'm going to show you an audio clip of what took place when I got banned on YCC under false pretenses.
I have a perfect solution to all our problems. All Jack-o'-lantern has to do, all Jack-o'-lantern has to do, right, is just look up the words chicken soup.
Chicken soup.
On my Facebook.
Chicken soup. Oh no! Oh no! This is not a scale. This is not an evenly weighted scale. Your scale's like up in the down on the fucking ground, and mine's risen on a holy pedestal. I am God. I am the Messiah. Yeah, he is donkey. We're just staying tight, bro. Like,
my brother in Christ, the TOS of other platforms are by extension the TOS of the server. That's not a new development. Take for a namely example, YouTube itself. If you break YouTube terms of service, you get banned from the server. That's simple. That's a simple equation.
it's the first thing he said.
Yeah, it's not like he knows whenever you click on YCC.
False accusations for probably one.
He got banned for the reason that was messaged by the bot.
He said by me.
Not the server.
You weren't aware of that.
Yeah, so Jack, do you know how I can call you bullshit there? Do you know what it is? I talked to Bayo today and I asked him, and he said, fuck all. And you know how much I hate Bayo?
Bullshit, that's a easy one too.
You'll figure it out, you'll put it together, I promise. It's like a drama. You gotta, you put it in and figure it out.
I'm told that there's evidence. I haven't seen any, and I'm just why.
I mean, considering all that I just showed you, every last bit of all of the evidence is on the Twitter thread, and this whole thing has been stressing me the hell out. And I just find it audacious that they even say that they can't believe me, or, I mean, even listen to what I'm saying, or understand the severity of what they've all gotten involved in. These next two parts of this video, we're going to go into deep dives of what I've already talked about before, but here we go. My fiance will be making an appearance in this video to actually clear up everything that he's been saying and why it isn't true, but we have something very important to discuss first. He has minors in a Discord server when he is not okay to be around minors. He has been using them to actually comment on his videos. He has been manipulating them when they are in their lowest points, and he needs to step away from the platform. He is also having these minors edit their comments to actually forge evidence, which is another really serious thing that he's getting them involved in. We also have the clap donkey talking about drugs in front of minors in a server called the YouTube Creator Cafe. Fun fact about the YouTube Creator Cafe is it's run by a 16-year-old who goes by the alias Creative. There's also a staff member that goes by the name Deliot, and he is constantly drunk in calls on the YouTube Creator Cafe. He is also suppressing the ideas of actually banning anyone involved in cyberstalking like they were doing to me for months. They failed to actually mention the part that Donkey was cyberstalking me on a daily basis in that server. I even told them it was against the Discord terms of service to not follow up with a cyberstalking report, but they still just didn't listen and didn't want to do anything. And while all this was taking place and they just ignored it, it eventually took its way to Twitter. And when it got to Twitter is when I got the message that Bayo was going to be making this new video. He claimed all over Twitter that I was actually endangering minors when I suggested Deku Toad's unban. The only problem with that though is Donkey, a year prior to his ban, actually said that we needed to revise it after it had been a year or so to determine if he would actually come back or not. The only thing about that though is he never actually came into the server, and even bringing up the topic of the ban revision caused him to completely turn against me, start blackmailing me, my staff team, and literally everybody involved, until I decided to leave the server, which then started the cyber stalking over on the YouTube Creator Cafe. The only issue is, like I said, Deku never made it in the server. I was not provided all of the full evidence for the Deku Toad situation, and I could give a fuck less about Deku, and I wish that he'd go rot in a hole somewhere. He then passed the false information on to Beowulf, and Beowulf's the one who made the video and actually lied about all of the claims in said video. And like I said, my fiance will actually be voicing in this video later on to actually prove a point that I don't do anything, and I've never done anything to her. I love her, and I care about her more than anybody on the damn planet. He is trying extremely hard to dislike bomb all of my videos to actually keep this information from spreading, which is number 1, a YouTube terms of service violation, number 2, it is essentially tampering with evidence, number 3, if he's trying this hard to actually suppress my videos, then he definitely has a guilty conscience. He has been caught on several occasions talking to minors, and that's pretty evident. He was actually warned by my staff team previously that he is not allowed to stream pornography in a PG-13 server. He also admitted right here that he actually likes to delete evidence, and he's been doing that on a consistent basis, trying to essentially escape the situation and try to destroy anything that actually compromises him as being a predator. He's also attempting to post his own videos on the situation using my own Twitter evidence against me because he's not actually providing the full story to what's actually going on, therefore making me look like a bad person, even though I'm not. It's just kinda ironic that he uses my own evidence to try to frame me, even though it's my evidence. He is also trying to get other users involved, or an alt account of his I presume, to actually try to compromise the Twitter thread with more false evidence towards the real evidence that I actually posted. Even here you can see him talking down to my video and actually saying, which editing style would you prefer?
My husband Jack has never put a hand on me. He has never thrown anything at me, and it's sad that you made these rumors about him and me. And my husband Jack has worked tirelessly trying to animate and spent over 1,000 hours on animations that he did, which impressed me, my family, and his family. Jack has gained over 1,000 subs within a matter of months, passing all of his friends, and then Bayo started getting annoyed. He told Jack on a daily basis that his animations weren't good and his shorts sucked, causing damage to his mental health. Jack had to get onto Beowulf one day for streaming adult materials in VC. They also kept pressuring Jack to ban me from the server and not let me come back, which, in fact, did hurt my feelings. Using any excuse under the sun to try to keep me from being with my husband in his own server, like it was his server, but it obviously was Jack's. I had also caught Beowulf telling Jack on multiple occasions that Beowulf would make AI-generated adult things while he was sitting in BC with a server rated PG-13. With how memorials are, his actions scared me with how he hangs out with children. Everything Jack has used for this situation was proved by his former friends